Hi everyone, it's Karen Yates here, and today I'm sharing with you another page in my art journal. I'm working in my Dylusions A4 journal. Sorry, I forgot which one it was. And I've actually painted my pages in black gesso. There is actually something underneath that I really did not like, so that's why I've painted it black. But you could do that on a normal page anyway. It was just that the page that was underneath it, yeah, I wasn't that keen on, so I painted over the top. So what I'm doing is I've got a stencil here, and my stencil is from Colour Blast that I picked up at Paperartsy a couple of years ago. So I'm using some of the Paperartsy Fresco chalk paints to go around my stencil, my mask, just with a makeup blending brush, and I'm trying to blend my paint colours in together. So the pink and the yellow I'm trying to blend in excuse me, together, along with the yellow and the blue just over the back. The other thing is with this page was that I wanted to see how the paints actually worked over the top of black gesso. And as you can see, it actually worked pretty well, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm getting out some other stencils, and that flower one that I've got there is actually from Paperartsy, and it's by Tracy. So I'm just using that to add in some extra patterns into my background while leaving my mask of the girl with the balloon over where she is. So you can see I'm just starting to build up a little bit more of a background there. It's starting to look a little bit more interesting. I guess this isn't a page that I was overly fond of in the end, but it works out okay. So yeah. Anyway, it's coming along. So with some of the excess paint there, I'm just smooshing that in onto another page so that I can use that later. So I'm just going to dry that off so that my pages don't stick together. And the beauty with the Fresco paints is that they really do not take very long to dry at all. So now that I've removed my Colour Blast mask, you can actually see my girl in there. So I'm just adding in some black details into my background with some more of Tracy Scott's stamps. So doing that, filling in some of the other little bits around the hair, just to help bring in those details a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm actually using the stencil part of the stencil and the mask, and I'm using some of Tracy's stamps with some white paint, and I'm stamping my stamps in the stencil. So my girl, when I remove the stencil, you'll be able to see that she's all covered over in flowers. So this is probably where it got a little bit too lost, and the reason why the paint over the black hasn't remained white is because I used some dye sprays underneath. So even though I've painted over the top, they've seeped up through the gesso, and then when I've wet them again with the white paint, it's changed the colour, so they turned out a pale pink. So anyway, so I've added in a little bit more collage, a collage piece from Dina Wakeley, and I'm just finishing off my page with some splats, some gold crosses, a little bit of Posca stuff, and that's it. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.